Tip number 9 is the most counterintuitive tip ever, and that is if you're stuck on one problem, add a bigger problem, you know. And this one is the hardest one to actually sort of process. Even for me, even now, it's even hard to process. But the idea behind this tip here is that if you are stuck, let's say whether it's you got finance problems, you got too much work, you stuck with a project you can't figure out, there's an assignment that you can't figure out, maybe you're stressed about a test or exam. The premise behind it is that when something bigger gets added on top of it, like let's just say um, you are struggling with your finances, with just you yourself, and then you find out that you're pregnant, your partner's pregnant, and now boom, your responsibilities just became big, and then you forget about yourself, you start thinking about the other person. That's a bigger problem, and now it's not about just taking care of you, it's about taking care of you and the other person. Just like with tests, as soon as more tests are added on top of the same day, you rise to the occasion. And it's like that with everything, and it's just amazing as to how you can really what your potential is. For me, I shied away from adding responsibility to my life. I came from hardships to getting a little bit of success for myself, but I stopped there. I didn't add on more responsibilities for myself because I didn't want it to add to eat into my own time, especially fun time, family time, and I got punished heavily for that because life will punish you if you don't keep growing. You can't stay. This is not life. This is not normal. This is normal. You need to keep constantly growing. And I was satisfied with just plateauing and I got punished heavily, proper. But now, how are we applying this now? I realized that I need to take on more responsibility in order for me to really, really grow. There's a famous say, diamonds come from pressure. It's true. I've been meeting a lot of people who have just been stacking wins and are more successful, and they always tell me, whenever I'm struggling with this little problem, what I do is I add on a bigger problem so that this little one becomes nothing, because if I solve the big one, the small one gets solved. So it's I've adopted, and I'm trying to teach my team to also adopt that mentality. Humans grow by resistance, and most people shy away from resistance, especially self-imposed resistance. So that is what we're doing. We're trying to embed that into our culture. I know I operate on that. If I'm stuck, like for example, I started off as just me in the business, and I knew that at some point, once we reach a certain stage, I would have to add on more employees. Now we're sitting at 5, and I don't think about myself and about the business anymore. I think about what more could we do. We got 5 employees. Now I'm thinking, what bigger problem could I add on top of this one here? And I want 50 employees now. I want to create a bigger audience that I've got, and this is what I'm doing right now: creating content, uh, sharing a little bit of what I know could help you. I'm just trying to figure it out. So add bigger problems. If you get stuck, add bigger problems, and let's see what happens. All right, because the game is all about unleashing your potential. So let's do it.